Here is why Bryan Mbeumo could be a great addition to Manchester United, especially under Rúben Amorim and his 3-4-3 system or 3-4-2-1 system. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good one. This is Pillar Sports, and we today are going to be talking about Bryan Mbeumo to Manchester United, and it's hitting up. It is hitting up. Of course, we have heard Fabrizio Romano come out and talk about Bryan Mbeumo and how he is appreciated by Manchester United. And of course, we have to do a deep dive about the player. We have to, because when you're looking at a Premier League proven player, you ask the question, how can he actually tie into what Manchester United wants to do and how Rúben Amorim would like to actually play? And Bryan Mbeumo fits in that two number 10 positions perfectly behind the striker. He's somebody that can play the striker position in terms of a false nine, just like Matheus Cunha, but he can also play that number 10 position, a wing back position if you actually need him to. That is the versatility that Bryan Mbeumo brings. So first things first, we had just touched into it a little bit there before I go into this. It is his versatility. Bryan Mbeumo is a star. He is a superstar when it comes to his ability to play different positions. Mbeumo has played as a right winger, a right-sided number 10, and even as a wing back at Brentford. That is how crazy and how talented this player is. His ability to be defensive and have the hard work to actually go offensive too is absolutely remarkable, and that is definitely one thing that Rúben Amorim is looking forward to seeing. The flexibility makes him an ideal fit for Amorim's system, where attackers are expected to interchange positions fluidly. That's one thing that he has absolutely been asking for. Somebody that is able to go to the left, to the right, basically support this triangle to support that diamond. All those things are things that Rúben Amorim wants. And getting the likes of Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo for those two number 10 positions is just remarkable. That's also talking about Ahmad being there that is able to actually play that position also. But I believe Ahmad is going to be a shoe-in that right wing back position. And so we are going to be seeing our strongest part of the field. We actually do not know whether it's the right-hand side, which is going to be coupled with Amad Diallo and hopefully Mbeumo, if this goes through, or the left-hand side, who is going to be Dogu and Cunha. It is going to be magical. I'm telling you, when you have that kind of attacking prowess going from the wing-back position and the 10 position, it is going to be hard to mark. It's going to be hard to double team. And that is one thing that I am looking forward to. Now, the second thing about Bryan Mbeumo is his pressing and work rate. I just spoke about his ability to go back and forth, attacking and defending. That is definitely something that he would absolutely be fitting perfectly in under Amorim. Amorim is a defender, but a coach and a manager that wants his players to absolutely attack and totally defend together. It's literally a box that moves back and forth. And that is definitely one of the reasons why he did not have the best relationship with Marcus Rashford. It is absolutely important that every single person on the team goes forward and goes backward, because it needs to be very compact. That is what Rúben Amorim wants to do, and that is what he's going to be getting if Bryan Mbeumo comes to Manchester United. And another key part about this is the transitional play. Right now for Manchester United, the transitional play is only with Garnacho, because Garnacho has the pace. But the moment Bryan Mbeumo comes in, then you see an ability on the other side of the pitch. You see somebody that can carry the ball literally 20 to 60 yards up the field himself single-handedly, and still have the lungs and the energy to come back and do it right over again. That is Bryan Mbeumo. United has struggled with quick transitions so much this season, but Bryan Mbeumo excels in carrying the ball forward and making decisive runs. His ability to operate in wide and central areas would complement United's attacking midfielders. I'm telling you, this guy is mint. He is mint. You understand? And then let's look at the statistical impacts that Bryan Mbeumo can bring to Manchester United. Bryan Mbeumo this season has scored 20 Premier League goals this season, making him one of the most productive attackers in the league. He should be in contention to be player of the season. Now, he probably doesn't get it because Mohamed Salah is still in the Premier League. However, Bryan Mbeumo, he plays for Brighton and he's doing this magic. You get me? He's absolutely doing a magic with this one. Not just that, his creativity is absolutely top notch in that sense. He has 7 assists this season, if I'm not mistaken. He is not just a finisher, but also a creator, which is a crucial part of this system that relies on fluid attacking movements. It is definitely, it has to be part of the system. He has to be part of the tens where you see players being able to not just score or contribute in the goal scoring ability, but contribute in assisting others. That is definitely something that is key. It's something that Garnacho has lacked, and is something that Bryan Mbeumo will bring to Manchester United if he joins United. And then of course you have his physical attributes. He's among the quickest forwards in the league, with excellent stamina, making him a well-suited fit for Amorim's high energy approach. This is something that has to be a game changer for Manchester United. He is Premier League proven, and he can come in directly to absolutely help Manchester United take them to the higher levels that we need to see Manchester United be. Now, the potential role for him at Manchester United, it's quite simple. Of course, Fabrizio Romano said that his signature would probably depend on outgoings. So the likes of Garnacho leaving, the likes of Marcus Rashford leaving, the likes of Anthony being sold to Real Betis, hopefully. Those are the things that would encourage Manchester United to cough out the amount of money that Brentford are asking, which is around 50-ish. I think it can be argued because Mbeumo has 1 more year on his contract with an option for an extension or an option for an extra year. And I think that is where Manchester United can come and actually negotiate and bring down that price a little bit. But he could replace Garnacho, who basically, we have just heard in the last day or so, needs to find a new club because Rúben Amorim has basically told him to. His ability to play centrally or wide would allow Manchester United to rotate him with the likes of Matheus Cunha. If Marcus Rashford was still here with the likes of Marcus Rashford, that I really doubt. But the likes of Amad Diallo and whoever is going, Mason Mount, you get me? He would help balance the attack, ensuring Manchester United have a reliable goal scorer alongside Bruno Fernandes. Now, he scored 20 goals this season, and that is basically past his expected goals. And that could be a cause to worry for a lot of people. However, even if he brings 10 goals next season, that has definitely been better than what we did this season. And I can tell you for sure, it will definitely be a contribution. So if you see Mbeumo give us 10 goals, Cunha gives us 10 goals, Bruno gives us 15, and then the striker we bring, maybe Liam Delap, which is actually close to happening because Gyökeres is looking like he's going to Arsenal. Liam Delap maybe contributes with the likes of 15 to 20. Already Manchester United, within those 4 players, have already beat what we have as a goal count this season. That's how insane it could be. Mbeumo's versatility, pressing ability, and attacking output make him an ideal signing for Manchester United under Rúben Amorim. His ability to fit into multiple roles within the 3-4-2-1 system ensures that he would be a valuable asset at Old Trafford, and it's something that we need so dearly at Old Trafford. Goal contributions is absolutely one of the things that he would bring. Creativity and link-up play is so dearly needed in Manchester United that the likes of Liam Delap and Mbeumo coming in would absolutely increase that particular part of the system. Partnership play, Mbeumo and Wissa have formed one of the most effective attacking duos in the league, where both of them have basically had on goals galore. So if he can basically create that same partnership play with maybe Bruno or Cunha or maybe Delap if he joins, that is already going to be dangerous, because these players are better than Wissa. These players have a little bit more talent in terms of finishing than Jan Wissa. And that alone could see us getting more goals and more assists. It is truly remarkable to even think about that Manchester United could be getting Cunha and Mbeumo. And of course, the chance creation. Mbeumo has created 17 chances this season, ranking him among the best creators in the league. Only Cole Palmer, Mohamed Salah, and of course, Bruno Fernandes has created more chances in open play. And of course, we have the penalty efficiency, with Mbeumo having 100% success rate from penalties, making him one of the most reliable spot kick takers in the Premier League. Manchester United will just have a lot more talent, technically ability, a lot more when he joins, if he joins. You get me? Mbeumo is not just a goal scorer. He's well-rounded, who contributes to build up play, presses effectively, and links up well with his teammate. His ability to play multiple roles makes him a valuable asset, especially for a team like Manchester United that needs versatility in their attack. This is Bryan Mbeumo coming to Manchester United. Now you know why Manchester United are looking to bring him in if the likes of Garnacho and the rest of those players leave Manchester United. Let me know in the comments if you think this will be a good idea for Manchester United to bring in Bryan Mbeumo. And by the way, he might look 40, but he is definitely 25 going on 26. Let me know what you guys think about this. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I will see you guys in the next one. Comment down below, hit the like button and turn on your notifications so you do not miss anything, and you tell the algorithm that you love the content coming from Pillar Sports. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.